Virgo, so the message I have for y'all is saying that, y'all may be, some of y'all may be active on social media. It may be people on here that's lurking, that's looking at y'all social media, just trying to figure you out. Maybe some of y'all hold an energy that people aren't, they can't really pinpoint. So it's like people are trying to figure you out. They're trying to figure out what's going on with you, just how you move. There's a curiosity, basically. It's an energy of people are curious about you, Virgo. They want to know certain things. They want to know who you are, your whereabouts, maybe. Somebody's lurking at the end of the day. That's the message that I'm getting for y'all. So some of y'all, it's really people on here that's just looking at y'all and trying to figure y'all out, or what y'all, have going on. They're really curious. And then the flip side to that is maybe a person is trying to figure you out because you're not showing your authentic self. You're hiding a part of who you are, Virgo. And, it's causing people to not really know who you are, who you truly are. Or maybe you are on here and you're not showing your true self. You're not showing your authentic self. And maybe some people are aware of it. Maybe some people can read that, all right, this person ain't really being, their full self. There's like this question mark that people are having with you. So I feel like this message is saying it is time to, just be your authentic self, however that looks to you. Be that. And if you feel like you haven't been that lately, this message is saying it's time for you to be that. It's all about you at the end of the day, Virgo. And then you have the message of the void. You may be covering up the emptiness or pain within through an addiction. So maybe some of y'all are filling a void. Maybe some of y'all are trying to fill a void. Y'all covering up something, a part of y'all that doesn't feel complete, a part of you that you want to feel complete, Virgo, but you're just trying to cover it up with, an addiction or just excessive activities, things that you're doing. Is like you're covering this up. And this message is saying it's time to fill. It's time to stop trying to cover this void up and begin to feel, because these feelings will help you to heal this void. Maybe it's mindless activities. Maybe it's addiction. Your void, you're filling it up with, maybe it could be a lot of sexual energy that you're trying to fill this void up with. It could be lots of food that you're trying to fill this void up with. It could be so many things, Virgo. Only you know what you could be dealing with at this point. So if some of y'all are feeling like, man, I'm really trying to fill this void, like I feel empty, and or I'm trying to run from this pain. I don't want to feel this pain again that I felt before. That's not cool. Oh no, I'm not going that route. I'm not doing it. This is saying it's time to bring it all up. It's time to fill it, and just sit with yourself too. And you'll have the message of approval. Choose to approve of yourself, and others will too. So it's like, have you been feeling like you need to prove yourself to people? Then don't, because at the end of the day, you have to have your own approval. Choose yourself, Virgo. At the end of the day, choose yourself. Or it could just be people around you who are becoming clingy. They want to prove something to you, and it's like, no, they need to be themselves. You need to be yourself. Choose to approve of yourself, and then other people will do. So it's like, don't put on a facade. And I feel like this message is really trying to say, don't hide who you are. Don't run from who you are, or feel like you have to be somebody that you're not, or put on a role that you truly don't want to play. It's okay to approve of yourself and be yourself. Who cares if, people say something, or if people have something to say? Just approve of yourself. And then you'll have the message of ignite your passions. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go into this, because this is basically saying, for some of y'all really trying to hide who you are. You're really trying to fill a void and run from whatever it is that you don't want to feel. And you need to stop so you can ignite your passion, so you can basically make things happen for yourself, your dreams and your goals and things like that, the things that you truly want. What are some things you are really passionate about, Virgo, that you want to happen, but you're playing games or running around or not being your authentic self or putting on this image, like that's not who you really are. So this message is saying when you can release that energy, you can ignite your passions. It's time for you to move forward so that you can really receive and make things happen, the things that you really deeply desire and want. Once you stamp down who you are, you know, your authentic self, show all of who you are, approve of yourself, because maybe some of y'all are looking for approval of others. Maybe you want other people to, you know, cheer you on or root for you or make things happen or support you in ways that you haven't even done for yourself. So this message is saying when you approve of yourself and stop looking for the approval of others, or, you know, always making that an issue or a concern, is like, then you will be able to really ignite those passions because you approve of yourself. You believe in yourself. You know what you're capable of. So you don't have to hide your authentic self. You could just be that and approve of yourself and watch how others approve of you. Watch how the energy switch up. Once you believe and go after what you want, other people are naturally going to follow suit. And then you'll have the message of self-discipline. Yes, so self-discipline. This is the time for you to really gain self-discipline, you know, to help you on your path and where you're going. You know, maybe you don't have self-discipline when it comes to saving or just doing certain things. In order for you to ignite those passions and move forward, Virgo, you're going to need self-discipline because it's going to allow you to lay down your foundation. You know, without discipline, you'll be all over the place. You'll be reckless. You'll just, you know, you won't be grounded in a sense. So it's like when you can achieve that self-discipline, so many opportunities is going to, you know, happen and open up for you. But you have to master yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You know, this is talking about yourself. This message is basically saying, you know, you approve of yourself, be your authentic self, you know, have discipline with yourself, you know. So that is something that came up for y'all. And then y'all have, when it comes to, I pull relationship cards. It says heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So for some of y'all Virgos who are in a relationship, you're talking to somebody, it's important to have those heart-to-heart conversations, you know. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. You know, don't have a filter. Really just express how you feel. You know, express all of you. You know, it's important to have conversations. It's especially if you feel like you're talking to somebody and you're wanting to move to the next level. You need to have these heart-to-heart conversations. Everything shouldn't just be about, you know, the fun stuff. It should be about things that's on your heart. Matters of the heart, where you really can discuss, get some clarity, get some information to move forward, you know. And then y'all have, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love, you know. So when it comes to the heart, you know, people feel like maybe you feel like you took an L at one point, or your heart was broken, or, you know, every choice expands your understanding of life and love. So when it comes to your romantic relationships, you got to look at it, Virgo, as it's a part of the experience, is a part of you growing, you know, being able to move forward. So there's no right or wrong. Things just happen, you know. It just is. It just took place. There's nothing to really feel any type of way about, you know. It's just like, listen, you have the choice to think how you want to think. You can think into it. When it comes to relationship, if a relationship didn't work out, there was no right or wrong. You know, it was just lessons, things that was going to help you grow and evolve. You know, it just wasn't meant. But you got so many lessons that can help you when you move into this new relationship, Virgo. You know, when you get into this new relationship with a person, you know, you have so many lessons on what to do, what not to do, you know, or what to accept, what not to accept. So it's just the opportunity for you to grow, to heal, to learn. So there's no right or wrong, and be okay and be at peace with that, because, you know, y'all next card says, I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. So I feel like this is a message that's saying be at peace with yourself. You know, at the end of the day, things happen, stuff hurts you, you experience pain. But at the end, if you really want peace, because maybe some of y'all Virgos really do want peace, but peace comes from within. So you got to accept the things that took place, accept things that hurt you, accept things that made you feel, you know, so many emotions, you know, that put you in a messed up headspace. You know, it's time to be at peace, you know, forgive yourself, you know, and forgive others for the things that you put up with, that you've tolerated, that you've dealt with. But just create that peace for yourself. And then y'all have, normal is not something to aspire to, it's something to get away from. So if you've been feeling like you in a normal space, like, no, it's time to get away from that, you know, because doing the norm or doing everything that everybody else is doing or wanting to do those things, you got to get away from it. If you want to be great, Virgo, if you want to do amazing things, you got to get away from normal. You got to think bigger. You know, if you're seeing things that other people may have or they're doing or they got, that is normal. You need to be past, you need to be past normal. It's time to get away from being normal and really just ignite your passions and be able to do so much more. You know, you got to think bigger, Virgo. This message is saying don't settle for just normal, what everybody else is doing. You can create something bigger. But tap in and don't run. Don't run from yourself. Accept yourself, you know, and know that whatever situation you're in, it will improve. That's another message that came up for y'all. The situation will improve. Whatever situation that you are in or going through, Virgo, is going to improve, okay? So don't worry about anything. Imperfect timing. It will improve in perfect timing. Keep the faith. Know that it will. You know, everything is going to work out for you. And y'all, last message is my true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. So just align with love. You know, no fear, none of that. Just align with love. Everything will work out for you. So, Virgo, that was y'all message. You know, like, share, comment if it resonated. That's it. Peace.